Good day, I am Vanessa Lynn Chavez and my partner is Princess Fabila. We are group number one and we will be discussing the nature and composition of plants. What is a plant? It is a living organism and different from animal kingdom. It has rigid cell walls promoting indefinite growth. The synthesis of organic food materials are from inorganic materials obtained from soil, water, air, or from other organisms. The primary food producer on Earth by converting light energy into chemical energy or what we call photosynthesis. Plant cell. A cell is defined as a piece of protoplasm bounded on the outer perimeter by a membrane with two distinct regions, namely the nucleus and the cytoplasm. It is the basic structural and physiological unit of plants in which most reactions in plant life occurs. Functions: manufacture, transport, and storage of food. Second, uptake and transport of water. Third, provision of structural strength. Fourth, suppression of water loss and division to attain new forms. There are two different types of cells based on structure, namely prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells are comprised of prokaryotic organisms. They lack membrane-bounded nuclei and other membrane-bounded organelles. Examples are bacteria and blue-green algae. They are smaller and simpler. It has no nucleus, hence the genetic material is in the cytoplasm. Eukaryotic cells, on the other hand, are different from prokaryotic cells. The latter possess organelles bounded by membrane, like nucleus, plastids, and mitochondria. Examples are the plants, animals, fungi, and protists. Plant cells are eukaryotic cells with a true nucleus along with specialized structures called organelles that carry out certain specific functions. Plant cells are eukaryotic cells that vary in several fundamental factors from eukaryotic organisms. Both plant and animal cells contain nucleus along with similar organelles. One of the distinctive aspects of a plant cell is the presence of a cell wall outside the cell membrane. The plant cell is rectangular and comparatively larger than the animal cell. Even though plant and animal cells are eukaryotic and share a few cell organelles, plant cells are quite distinct when compared to animal cells as they perform different functions. Here is the 3D diagram of the plant cell. What are the plant cell structures? The first is the cell wall. It is a non-living portion of a cell. It is composed of cellulose, glycoproteins, lignin, pectin, and hemicellulose. It is located outside the cell membrane. The primary function is to protect and provide structural support to the cell. Next is the protoplasm. It is the living portion of a cell. It contains the nucleus and cytoplasm. Nucleus. It is a membrane-bound structure that is present only in eukaryotic cells. Its vital function is to store DNA or hereditary information required for cell division, metabolism, and growth. It is composed of the nucleolus and nucleopore. Nucleolus manufactures cells' protein-producing structures and ribosomes. Nucleopore has holes that allows proteins and nucleic acids to pass through. Cytoplasm is a liquid matrix of the cell with the following organelles. Mitochondria. It is a double-membraned organelle found in the cytoplasm of all eukaryotic cells and provides energy by breaking down carbohydrates and sugar molecules. Because of this, it is referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. Ribosomes is the smallest membrane-bound organelles which comprise RNA and protein. It sites for protein synthesis, hence, it is referred to as the protein factories of the cell. and the plasmic reticulum processes proteins, then transports them to their destination. Golgi bodies, or dictyosomes, is involved in distributing synthesized macromolecules to various parts of the cell. It is multi-layered, complex, important in secretory activities. Lysosome, also called suicidal bags, as they hold digestive enzymes in an enclosed membrane. It performs the function of cellular waste disposal by digesting worn-out organelles, food particles, and foreign bodies in the cell. Plastids. Plastids are membrane-bound organelles that have their own DNA. They are necessary to store starch to carry out the processes of photosynthesis. It is also used in the synthesis of many molecules which form the building blocks of the cell. There are three main types of plastids. First is the leucoplasts. It is colorless storage plastid that stores oil, starch, and proteins. Next is chloroplasts. It is a green plastid responsible for photosynthesis. Third is chromoplasts, colored plastids other than green. Its main pigments are carotenoids. It is found in petals of flowers, ripe fruits, and variegated leaves. Central vacuole. It occupies around 30% of the cell's volume in a mature plant cell. Its main function, apart from storage, is to sustain target pressure against the cell wall. It consists of cell sap, and it is a mixture of salts, enzymes, and other substances. Plant cells are the building blocks of plants. Photosynthesis is the major function performed by plant cells. Photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplasts of the plant cell. It is the process of preparing food by the plants by utilizing sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water. Energy is produced in the form of ATP in the process. A few plant cells help in transport of water and nutrients from roots and leaves to different parts of the plant. Here is an illustration of the process of photosynthesis. So, leaves absorb the energy in sunlight and take in carbon dioxide from the air. And then water is taken in through the roots. In leaf cells, special parts called chloroplasts. In the chloroplast, the energy in sunlight is used to break apart the oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is then combined with the carbon dioxide to produce carbohydrates. And then the oxygen is released into the air.